All right, we're going to go and get started. Coach, you went to International on Wednesday, got a 1-0 win, came back home, got a 3-0 win. Talk about how your team played this past week.
Wednesday was tough. I mean, we have to go down the day before. It's a 6-hour drive. We get in at 11:30. I see that we're about to check into the Roach Motel, and I can't figure out, I'm like, we got to stay somewhere else. And we can't. It's 11:30 at night. There's nowhere else for us to go. So I want to give, the reason why I bring that up is because I want to give a lot of credit to the girls that they could have been, mopey and complaining and whatever. And I thought they did a great job of just trying to push through it. They might not have gotten that much sleep that night, watching the doors, because I'm not sure all the doors locked. And but they came through with a win, and it's the final 20 seconds. I mean, a lot of teams would just say this is going to be a tie when there's about 15 minutes left and you're dominating, just can't get any great scoring chances, and our team didn't. And we started getting more and more set pieces, and loved that Abby got the game winner, because she's one that I watched in high school, and she was so dominant on corner kicks and set pieces and stuff. And so I've been telling her that she needs to do that more. And then you've got bigger personalities like Heisey and Maxie and Tina that say, oh no, I want to do it, I want to do it. And so I was really happy for Abby to get that goal. And also, again, another shutout on the road when we're tired. We don't really, I don't think it was our best performance, but we get a shutout and a win on the road. And then we shift to Saturday, and I thought Saturday was probably our best overall performance of the year so far. The possession, the defending, I think we allowed one shot in the first half, 2 in the second, and only one of those were on frame. So, there's some other things that are difficult though, and I want to point out Amber. She makes a difficult punch in traffic on a corner kick that, again, they score that goal. I think at that time it might have been 2, maybe it could have been 2-1. And then the other team is energized and feels like, oh, now there's maybe something to play for. So our ability to kill off games and maintain that shutout has been really good, I think, throughout most of the year, the games that I'm thinking of right now. So I'm really pleased with that.
I was going to ask just about the defense. I think I've only allowed 1 goal in the last 8 matches. Maybe how do you feel just about the way the defense is playing for you?
Well, we gave up 2 at Midwestern, tied 2-2 on the road. But yeah, defensively we've been really strong. I think the first goal that we gave up in Midwestern was not a good goal for us to give up. It's a pattern play we do in our 3-line crossing drill every week in practice. We do that, and every warm up we do that, and we just weren't disciplined in tracking that girl at the center of the goal that scored. The second goal is a bomb from 35 yards out, and the girl hits it on a rope. And if we're going to give up those, I'm not excited about that. I wonder if we can be a little bit faster to react. I think that defensively we got planted on that. But again, these are very few errors that are happening in the games. And one of the biggest things is that we're surviving errors. So it's okay to make them, as long as that's why we have cover. That's why we have another player that's ready to step up and help if needed. And I think that defensively we've been really sound throughout the year. I think the only games that we've given up multiple goals are UCO, so on the road there, when we were missing most of our midfield, and then Midwestern, and so and they're a good team, and we have more good teams coming up. St. Mary's is very good. I know they've had some mixed results, but they still have a lot of the same players and can get the same results, so they're very good and competing with us in the regional ranking, I believe. And then we have to go to Eastern. And Eastern, we decided that, to save money for travel and everything, we're just going to go up and back in the same day. So that's going to be a lot to ask of the girls. But I believe in them, and I think that we can do this. And so hopefully, knock on wood, it's a good thing for us going up there in and out and getting a win and getting home.
Coach, of course, you can always look at the stats. You can see the clean sheets from Amber, maybe some of the goals that are scored this year. But who's a player on your team that has stood out through your 10 matches that maybe doesn't make an impact on the score sheet directly?
I'd be hard pressed to point out a single defender, or even, someone like Heisey or Maxie or Abby that's playing in defensive midfield. I think that they've all shared in the accomplishment. I don't think that it's one player that's saving us all the time. I think Harper's made some good plays. Tina was the defender of the week, made some good plays defensively, also scored a couple goals. And then you look at what Nelia does against some of the best defenders in the league. She's done a great job. I think that Ashlyn has really stepped up this year and been the defender that we hoped that she could be. And then, like I said, you've got the defensive center mids, you've got Amber. Amber, I think, has been really good, especially dealing with high balls. And, even this last weekend against Midwestern and against Oklahoma Christian, where they're going to play a lot of things in behind us. Amber's ready to come off her line in the right way, and she was able to snuff out a bunch of their dangerous attacks where she's making a save right on the edge of the penalty area where she can come out and make a play so the defender doesn't have to try and make something where, is there a foul? Is there a penalty kick? Is there this? Is there that? And I think that Amber's ability to come out off her line has been a big part of that too. But I wouldn't say it's been one, and I know that seems like coach speak, but it really has been a collective effort by the team that when we lose the ball, the team is defending. And it's one of the key principles in all players that we bring in is that when we don't have the ball, you must defend. So, like I said, I would be hard pressed to say it's one or two. I think it's been a great group effort.
And then, of course, you kind of talked about a little bit during your first answer. You have St. Mary's on Wednesday at home, and then you're on the road to take on Eastern New Mexico. What do you expect to see from those matchups?
Well, the one that we're the most concerned about is the next one. So the next one is St. Mary's. St. Mary's beat us last year at their place. We underperformed in that game. I remember that one. And then in the conference tournament, we lost to St. Mary's, and we allowed a couple of counterattacks, and that kind of changed the whole flow of the game. And, we started bickering at each other, and that had some problems at halftime. And, we're a different team now, and now it's a chance for us to go in and, make something happen at home and continue our home ways of performing, which is to get a shutout, to get a win, to show our fans what we're capable of doing.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.